I want to do my first 1v1 AI-only battle inside of Civilization 6, and I figured why not start off with two of the most popular civilizations. So this will be a very interesting game because we will complete the entire series in one video. So basically what I want to do, because normally with these AI-only battles, I have you guys kind of predict who you think is going to win, but instead this time around, I'd love to know what future 1v1 battle you'd like to see me do. There's a lot on the horizon here. I figured we might as well choose some of the most popular. Okay, so let's review over the map. We obviously have a continents map, and we're just zooming on by through the turns. So it looks like there is deep water that separates these two. Now that is huge. That is huge because if it wasn't, more than likely England, being the naval civ that Vicky is, she probably would have found a way. Now, one of the most important things that I don't want people to forget, and one of the beautiful things I think that we get to focus on in 1v1 battles is what each civ does with their unique ability, what civ, what their flavors are, how they behave towards other AIs. We have to remember that Vicky wants to settle on every continent in the game. There's only 2 continents in this map, but she wants to settle on every continent in the game, and she'll like you when she settles a city on your home continent. America is like the exact opposite. He likes you when you have a city on his home continent, but he doesn't like, of course, his big stick policy. He doesn't like when you go to war with city-states. The specific one is city-states. If Vicky goes to war with him, it doesn't really matter. But if she goes to war with Korea here, then that's not going to be. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize. This is a very interesting map because America has all 3 of the city-states. There are 3 city-states in every duel game, and they're all 3 on Teddy's side. That's really, really big. Keep in mind though, Vicky also kind of has the advantage here. England kind of has an advantage on a continents map mode. Almost every single one of her cities have been coastal. Every single one, actually, all 4 have been coastal. So that means she'll be building up her Royal Navy dockyard. Remember, all unique districts get built at half the speed. Or half the normal cost production-wise. So she's going to have a huge navy by the end of this. Oh my gosh, we're already at turn 100. It will definitely slow down, trust me guys. It will definitely slow down by the 200s. Are there any natural wonders? That's the other thing. And this might be a huge continent that Teddy has settled here. By the way, there's no barbarians, so that way we kind of get straight into it. Barbarians tend to kind of, it could be kind of a disadvantage for a certain civ. I want to see who is the very best civ when we have 1v1 battles. Of course, this idea was suggested to me many, many times before inside of Civilization 5, but I think there's actually a good reason to do it in Civ 6. And of course, before people start asking me about it, yes, I would like to do a tournament. That's kind of the idea. This is going to be kind of a test here. I don't want to for sure make it. Ooh, we've got the Great Lighthouse being built. So that's why I like to do this this kind of auto camera here. So yeah, a tournament is really what I'm hoping for here if these videos go smoothly. Right now I want to do exciting matches, so let me know who you guys want to see. Obviously, I think one that I want to do next is Japan versus China, but let me know in the comment section down below which 1v1 battles would you like to see me do. And then yeah, depending on who's the winner of each battle, I'd like to do a tournament out of it. Maybe people advancing to the next round. That is very, very temporary. I really want to do a few tests, and let's just focus on some exciting matches for now. So all of the victory types are enabled. So on auto camera or auto play, we don't necessarily know who wins instantly. Someone could have won already by now. They didn't, but someone could have won. The autoplay will not let us know. Around turn 300 to 400, I'm going to stop the game. We're going to take a deeper look at the stats, see if someone has won the game, which is possible for a religious victory. That's about the only way, unless it's a domination. Then we could call it. We could call it, obviously, if someone loses their capital. Okay, anyways, I'm going to get back away from the auto camera for now. And surprisingly, there are no natural wonders. We've got America sitting here with 6 cities, Boston here in the tundra. They're going to settle 7. But, Vicky's going to have a good time. Well, first of all, if there's any room, which I believe there will be, I think Vicky's going to find, so there is a crater down here. I bet you Vicky might settle Crater Lake. Oh yeah, she's already got deep sea sailing. And I bet you Teddy doesn't even care about deep sea sailing or boats in general. Ooh, got to watch that. So we do see, keep in mind on a dual map, most of the time, actually all the time, there are 2 possible religions that can be founded. So, right now, there is no religion that America has founded at the moment. Vicky has. She hasn't. Actually, we don't know. I mean, yeah, the missionaries The mission, actually, never mind. Obviously, the missionaries say that she's founded a religion. But Vicky's coming over here and spreading it, and it looks like, that sounds really weird. I don't know why I said it like that. If Teddy doesn't get up some sort of missionary, he could lose this in a religious game, even though he might lose a religious victory. Uh-oh, here it comes. Here comes Vicky. So I don't know if Vicky's going to settle on one of these islands. It's very unlikely, as we know from the AI. They don't like to settle on islands. Wow. Yeah, look at that. I mean, England already has... She already has colonized all of this continent so far. Yeah, she is going to settle the tundra because those are really the only spots left. And Teddy doesn't naturally like to go after city-states, so I guess it's kind of good that all the city-states were founded by America, by Teddy himself, because Teddy wasn't going to destroy the city-states anyways. So it's turn 185. Things will start to slow down here so we can kind of look a little bit deeper at the map. There might be a few things that I have been missing. So no one's going after ruins, not yet. I think Vicky will get those, though. I do think Vicky will get those. What kind of boat is this? That's a caravel. Okay. So just finally America is now doing their thing in terms of exploring the seas. Barely, though. I mean, they've got one caravel compared to all of these admirals. What Teddy really needs to do, well, he needed to kind of turtle up, and I mean, no matter what, I think Vicky was going to get a city on his continent. No matter what. I mean, because honestly, Teddy kind of allows it. He kind of wants it. He wants people to be on his home continent. Oh, man. Okay, so the missionaries are doing their thing. Okay, so it looks like Teddy might have briefly stopped. Oh, yeah, look at that. The apostles are coming. Oh, there's going to be a huge religious warfare. This is interesting. Okay, so we will not have a quick game where Vicky just, kind of slides away with the victory. That doesn't seem to be the case because we've got America's own apostles coming. I mean, she hasn't even converted her own continent yet, so, we don't need to get too excited there. I don't think it's going to be a quick victory, but it is definitely possible for someone to win within the first, 250 turns of a game. Now, I'm also curious to see, okay, why are we focusing on just London? I'm also really curious to see if when England is going to settle more down to the south. Like, you would think that, well, I mean, I guess she'll just stay up in the north. Most of the land is just being eaten up, though. By turn 250, it's all going to be gone. You can't settle there. Maybe she's going to go around towards the mountains. This is not okay, it's a pretty bad spot. Let's be real here, Drew. It's a pretty bad spot. You got no food. You're getting some tile, some nice adjacency bonuses, but that's about it. Still no dominant religion besides the Pantheon, goddess of harvest. Besides the Pantheon, there's no major religion in any city just yet, surprisingly enough. Oh, okay, so that's where you decided to just go back straight up north. And I seriously doubt on Prince difficulty they have oil discovered, but we'll see. We will see about that. Okay, so here come the frigates. Again, remember some of the unique abilities. Also, I haven't even talked about this natural wonder, this massive new natural wonder too. So land combat units that enter adjacent plots receive the ability Spear of Fion? Combat, +5 combat strength. So that's pretty big. I mean, that's something that the AI is probably not doing. It's really good for a human player natural wonder. I seriously doubt the AI has any idea how to make that work. I don't think, but that would be huge if we were doing... well, I don't know. They might. Okay, so America's going to settle the tundra, it looks like. Again, we have to keep in mind that sometimes the AI has to hold on to some of these wonders, or some of these settlers, I should say. Turn 230. How are we doing? Okay, so we just saw a commercial hub or entertainment complex be built in Washington. In terms of population, it looks like, again, we'll be going over, okay, so there's another Royal Navy dockyard, and that's a new city too. Again, being able to build those so fast. I bet you if we look at every single English city, they'll have a dockyard already. So it's kind of crazy. What was I saying? Okay, holy site time. It is holy site time. Turn 238. San Francisco was just settled. There you go. All these ruins are still there, which is surprising. Hey, city-states can't get ruins. Did we know that? I didn't know that. That's surprising. I had no idea that was a thing. Okay, so obviously St. Louis got up the pyramids. We'll be able to see actually a majority of the wonders. So like I said, around turn 300 to turn 400, which it looks like there's not going to be a religious victory in this game. Well, I don't know, actually. There's a lot of apostles coming over from the east or the west. I don't really know how we can look at this map. But then again, I mean, we have America here that is going to kind of fight those guys back. I mean, a missionary versus multiple apostles isn't going to be super good. Keep in mind, I mean, again, those units that lose religious combat next to those cities, I mean, they get it. That religion gets a pretty hefty penalty. Wow. Okay, this city-state really has a ton. I've not seen the city-state before. Is that a new one? Maybe it is. I'm not sure. That city-state has a ton of units. A ton of units. So basically, if there is no victory by a certain time period, basically in the next like 10 minutes, what I'm going to do is we're going to open up the overalls, check who is winning the science. Now, I think I'll very rarely have to just ask you guys who won the game. I think that it's going to be pretty clear either way. I mean, for the most part, all the tests that I've done, someone is very clearly the technology winner, or someone is very clearly the because they'll dominate technology, culture. Sometimes the military, they're number one. There's Newcastle that just got settled, so it's kind of clear who won. But there will be some instances, I'm sure, in these 1v1 battles where we will have to ask you guys, and I'm sure, and then so that's why we have to stick around to the end of the video. Probably should have mentioned that at the first part of this kind of 1v1 AI only, but nonetheless, it's okay. Turn 264. Now, I would like to. It doesn't look like I can actually, that's strange, I just noticed that right now. I can't actually go into diplomacy yet. Normally in bigger AI-only battles, I've been able to do that, but not just yet. Okay, so let's exit out of the auto camera for a second. It's nighttime. There's still a little bit of space up over here. Also notice that there's open borders, and I don't believe there has been a single war just yet. This is one of those rare battles where I don't think we're going to see wars because they both just got positive diplomatic relationships because of the way they're kind of geared, their flavors. So holy crap, a lot of interesting things happening there. Yeah, so I don't think we might. It's possible that we might not see a war unless there's like a significant advantage. I think what Teddy could do. Ooh, Teddy's got an ironclad up, which Vicky. Obviously, she has a more superior navy, it looks like, but she doesn't have an ironclad, which I'm wondering if we can kind of start to speculate here. Is she behind at all? Could she be behind? That's what I was going to look at. Oh, bam! So Teddy has just returned the favor by settling my home city, Los Angeles, right here in the snow. I don't want to live there. That's going to be way too cold for me. But I'm just saying, kind of an interesting move there. I wonder if that's going to upset. I wonder if that is going to upset Vicky. I don't know if she likes the favor returned to her. Again, I can't check on the continent's map mode or anything like that, but it just kind of something to keep in mind. Okay, so yeah, it's turn 88. Still no wars, but like I said, so this is what I was kind of talking about. I was thinking that what Teddy might do is he might come after Hull, but I guess Hull. I think it's Hull. Better way to pronounce it. I think I think it's even more likely though that Vicky goes after Los Angeles. A little bit easier. It all depends, of course, who has the bigger military here. This looks pretty close, to be honest here, guys. 12 population for London. Washington has 17. I'm not going to be able to go over every single city and compare it, but oh yeah, the AI does not like to fix pillaged things. Actually, that is a pillaged district, so he's going to have to actually rebuild that. No, so did he spawn some barbarians, or were they at war briefly? England has founded a new city. Where is that? Yep, in the south here, and she did grab the ruin. That ruin that's lasted at least 4,000 years or something like that. It's 1858 AD, so it's been around for a while. Turn 300. It will be actually also interesting to see who was the one that allied to these city-states. Grenada, Korea. There's no way that I think America has control over all three of them. There's just no way. Yeah, I seriously doubt that, but I mean, we'll see. These islands probably will not be settled. I'm willing to bet a lot of money, maybe not money, because people will be like, "Oh, Drew, you owe me some money." I'm willing to bet though these islands will not be settled. Okay, so there's a few trade routes going on. Obviously, builders gonna come and reinforce Hull here. Will we see the same thing down for Stroke upon Trent? Is that really the city's name? I guess so. I had no idea. Still a very, I think advantage. I think the advantage still goes to England when it comes to. Ooh. Okay, so this is interesting right here. What we're witnessing. This could be a naval invasion. That's what it looks like. It could be bugged out at the same time. but it could also be a naval invasion. Now, we don't know if it's towards America. Okay, there's another bombard unit. Or it could be to the city-state. It looks more like the city-state, to be honest. And now the city-state, which actually not too long ago had a bunch of units. So I think we might have missed a war, at least one war, between Vicky and the city-state. Okay, there's a war going on currently. What did that just happen? No, that had to have been just declared. I swear that had to have just been declared. Okay, so here goes the naval invasion. We don't... Let's see. So the auto camera will send us to all the conflicts around the world. Now keep in mind, this is when Vicky starts to get her redcoats, and those potentially can be the most powerful unit in the game. Especially because, you know, we're on Prince, so I don't think America is going to be getting mechanized infantry before the end of this. It'll be really, really close. So are they going to start to attack Buffalo? Now, again, I'm not always going to ask you guys who you think won. Just because now Vicky does take Buffalo, that's a big deal, and hopefully that helps her out. But if America's still dominating the science and culture tab, and maybe has the #1 military, maybe we should even count the religious tab, converted over the most religious cities, or I mean maybe is generating the most faith per turn. Oh, I think they just made peace. Yes, they did. It still doesn't necessarily mean anything. So that was an interesting, yeah. So Buffalo will not be taken nonetheless, but I'm just saying that that could have put us in an interesting predicament here. Okay, so there's still a lot of religion going on. Again, I'm focused on religion because of all my tests, there have been several, you know, religious victories. Sometimes this happens though, and sometimes when there's a separation between the continents, it's not as easy because then you have, you know, it takes till the late game before you can really get it going. So it's turn 341. We still have, you know, quite a bit of time. We'll probably make it to turn 400. I might lock it down then just to kind of check. If it seems still up in the air, then we'll keep going. But yeah, I mean, there's no point in keeping going if there's pure domination. Okay, so there it is. England has declared war on America. We don't know, but I'm pretty sure Vicky's been the only one declaring war on Teddy. So there goes some naval combat for Baltimore, but I don't think she has the naval units yet to attack. I don't think she has enough naval units just yet. There's going to be some reinforcements coming. There's a musketman corps unit, but not a redcoat, which is a big deal. Ooh, what are you building? Are you building Colossus? I think they are. There's a harbor built for San Francisco. That's part of the problem. Ooh, some barbarians have popped up, and they're actually, I bet you, leaking over into American lands. Yeah, that does seem to be the case here. Or they... No, that was just destroyed. Never mind. That's crack. That was crack. Turn 354. And there's no place else left to settle except for maybe one spot here, which will probably go to America. America's finished a wonder, by the way. Oh, it is the Colossus, isn't it? Yeah. So there it goes. Baltimore got hit a little bit, just a tad, but not by much. The trade seems to be mostly internal at this point. Oh, there's a little bit of conflict going on for St. Louis, but not enough units. And again, it's gonna be a hard game. Now I'm gonna randomize the map type for each time, so it won't always be on a continent's map mode. England has made peace with America. America's founded a new city. I'm guessing down here. No, Dallas. So there is still maybe another opening potentially here. Yeah, there's still potentially another opening. Yeah, so I'll be doing Pangea maps, archipelago maps. Depending on, like, you know, if we have like Japan versus Norway, I think I want to do Japan and Korea. But if we were to do something like heavily naval based, like Japan and Norway, then yeah, I would do it on an archipelago map. It all depends on like what the Civ is geared towards too. If we do a tournament, then it'll be more randomized. Okay, so what just happened? I heard a bunch of noise just take place. Does anyone else know what just happened? How does Saul? Saul? I always feel like I pronounce that wrong. How do they have infantry units, whereas nobody else has that? It shows like where the AI should be and what might have slowed them down due to maybe distractions from war or conflict. Okay, York, man. England is Vicky's just not giving up. I didn't think that was enough space there, but I guess it barely is. Yeah, it's barely 3 tiles away from New York and San Francisco. So they pulled that one out just barely. Okay, so there's an industrial zone being built there. Maybe working on some more industry. Remember, America gets those like natural, what is those called? Well, naturalists, but they get better parks and things like that. Is that a spaceport? I think they're building a spaceport. Again, there's no way of us knowing when the victory would happen. Now, if they both won, which is unlikely, but if they both, it's very unlikely that we'll both not be able to figure it out. And actually, now is about the time. I'll wait to turn 400, and then I'll check. This this city-state, Granada, is not doing well. I'm wondering what's going on with them. They have been spawning barbarians left and right. Another naval wonder. Oh, lots of military. You see all those military? What they called? Military. They're all moving. They're Inquisitors. I'm sorry. I thought they were. Oh man, Drew's smoking some crack, and they all just used that to take down the apostle. They all just died because they struggled to just go for one apostle. Yep. Okay. So now they're starting to flood over. It does seem like England is going to try one more sort of invasion here. Oh yeah, look at this. I mean, she's building up a force right along the south. It's hard to say. I guess southeast, southeast of the continent, of the American continent. You're just spawning more and more barbarians. It's great. Well, you've stolen a few builders, either from Granada or from America itself, which is totally possible. So was that a spaceport? Yes. I just want to make sure I'm not cracking out here. Yes, that's a spaceport. And I don't think England is building any of those. No. No, I mean, if we're looking at her, I mean, she tends to like frigates and things like that. She might stay a hold with them. I'm surprised that England never even tried to go after Los Angeles. Or at least we never saw a siege. Is that another... Was there a city settled? There was, but was it down here? Yes, it was. Detroit. And that is going to... I think that's going to give America the game for the most part. Oh, it is turn to go. Okay, I'm gonna pause it, and we're gonna check on some of the stats. Okay, here we go. It's turn 415, and we probably should have the winner by now. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, military strength-wise, well, this is interesting. How badly is Teddy winning the science? So I'm sorry, it's America, England. America has 63 technologies research. England has 44. We've got Teddy here sitting with 159 culture per turn, and 328 tourism per turn. Vicky at 296, 106. I mean, culture-wise, they're pretty neck and neck. It's tough to say. Now, Vicky has a way bigger military, 612 in terms of the player score. 547. I don't know why I can't speak right now. And then yeah, converted cities is really, really close. No one was going to win a religious game, it doesn't look like. Domination, I mean, even though she had the bigger military. Oh, you won. I mean, you're going to win. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Okay, so we can call this game for America. I'm really glad that we didn't have to like have it up for debate here, because America just won through a culture victory. I mean, I don't think we need to continue on anymore. I bet you he'll have it wrapped up, maybe for the sake of it, but for just to make sure that we've established the victory. And bam, less than 18 turns later, America did for sure get the victory there. That was this is going to be really interesting here, because we really couldn't tell. I don't think anyone could really tell until we actually dive into the numbers a little bit later. But as I said, let me know in the comment section down below what 1v1 battles would you like to see. Do you have suggestions for this for the future? Again, there is probably going to be a lot of people with all sorts of different opinions, and I welcome all of it, because I need all the help I can get. You guys, you guys know me. You know, I thought Vicky had a chance early on because, she was the first civ to get over missionaries to the other continent and begin to, try to convert over cities, but, she just wasn't able to get over there early enough, because once America founded their own religion and they started, building out apostles, religious combat occurred, and then Vicky was done. But I'm glad that we had a very kind of close late game. Well, it wasn't really close, but at the same time, I think there was a lot of debate while we're watching it, and then when we went to the numbers, it was like, oh, okay, Teddy had it pretty safely in hand here. But anyways, guys, let me know in the comment section down below what future battles you'd like to see me do, 1v1 style. And anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.